you need a website. And I'm not talking about the traditional website that you could think about. I'm literally talking about the whole point of today's lesson, which is what we call the 3-page website. Now, this is very contradictory. This is probably going to make some people be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Nobody tells us how to do this. But the whole point is, I want to teach you how to create what I call the 3-page website. And it's essentially what is going to become your sales funnel. So when we're thinking about the 3-page website, it's a collection of pages that guide potential clients through a journey to achieve a goal. Let me tell you what's wrong with the traditional websites, and let me tell you what's right about the 3-page website. The traditional websites typically have too many places for your clients to go, which lead them to choose the path that they want to take, which obviously ends up confusing them, and they probably don't end up submitting a contact form or inquiry form. Now, I'm not saying everybody does that. I'm not going to sit here and say, look, everybody comes on your website is confused and never gets to where you want them to get to. But I am going to tell you, if you can increase the conversion rates are how many people inquire on your website. If you can increase your conversion rates, you're definitely going to be able to increase the amount of money you make with your portrait photography business. I almost said maternity because I love maternity. So when we're thinking about this, the whole purpose of your websites is to get clients to inquire. And a lot of people may say the whole purpose is to show your portfolio. The whole purpose is to talk about about you. The whole purpose is to do all these different things. But man, what I figured out being in all these mentorship groups and all the different things I've invested into, it's not about the glitz and glam, how good the slideshow look and all that stuff. It's literally about what is the easiest way for me to get clients to inquire? Right? A traditional website just consists of multiple places that a client can go. But a 3-page website, which is essentially your sales funnel, guides your client through a tailored process from one page to another, next page to another. On my website right now, there's literally one thing you can do on the first page you get on there is to click a button and inquire with me. The only next thing you can do once you get on the next page is to submit an application. And yes, I do applications, and I'm looking forward to y'all doing applications as well as we go into this. So let me give you how to set up your 3-page website so you can start increasing your conversion rate on your website and also getting better quality clients. This is going to solve that problem. I promise you it will. If it can do it, if it can be for me, it definitely can be for you. So step one, it's super easy. Create a homepage. We all know what a homepage is, but let me tell you something. Your homepage is the first impression you give a potential client when they get onto your website. A lot of y'all, if I go check y'all websites right now, I may just see a quick picture. I may see freaking booty. I may see birthday. I may see maternity. I may see kids. I may see all type of stuff. And if I'm a particular client looking for a particular thing, and when I come on your website, you don't immediately reassure me that you can solve that problem that I need to be solved, I'm going to go away. You only get about three seconds to catch people when it comes to your website. And the whole goal of the homepage is literally to create a desire in your client that makes them feel like you are the photographer who can solve their problem. If you can do this on your homepage, if you can create a desire in your client that makes them feel like you are the photographer for them, I promise you, you're going to increase your conversion rates. And I'm going to bust a couple bubbles today. A lot of people won't like this, but this won't work if you shooting a whole bunch of things. I'm just going to be honest. If you shooting birthday, Brandon, booty, boudoir, kids, swim, it's so funny when I talk about niching down, swimsuits, models, it's not going to work. Because if I have $10,000 to pay for a branding photo shoot, I'm not looking for somebody that got your auntie's 60th birthday photos on the website. I'm looking for somebody who's going to solve my specific problem and provide me a specific solution. For everybody in here, you guys have a certain group of clients who have a specific problem, and you are the solution to their problem. Please stop acting like you're not. Everybody in here, every niche in here, that's what it's going, that's what it is. I promise you. And honestly, the goal also is you want to lead them to say, this is the right photographer for me. So if I got 10 grand and I'm like, man, I go on Cage website. Cage, I've never been on your website, but I see your head, so I'm using your name. If I go on Cage website and he's a birthday photographer and I'm looking for a birthday photographer who specializes in birthday. If I got 10 grand, I promise you, I'm gonna give the 10 grand to the person who got birthday on their page only, than the person who got branding, birthday, booty, boudoir, and beauty. It's just how the game works. And a lot of people feel like I'm very passionate about this niche and down subject. A lot of people feel like they putting themselves in a box, but you think the only way a package gets to your doorstep is by a box. So I promise you, if you put yourself in this box that people call and you maximize your box and you become the go-to photographer in that lane, you're going to increase your revenue, increase your trust, increase your credibility, and you're going to be able to become that dope photographer. So when you think about this, how do I create the desire in the client using my website? Like, I'm not talking to them. I'm not the best writer, but you create the desire by writing copy that moves their emotions, right? And it gives them the information they need to go forward with booking with you. So if I come on your website and number one, I'm not immediately reassured that I'm in the right space. And then also, he said, wish I started thinking this way early in my career. I don't start thinking, if I come on your website and I'm not immediately reassured on that I'm in the right space. Well, how do you immediately reassure somebody? You literally just do three things. Tell them where you at, give them a benefit-driven headline, and give them a slideshow video or slideshow video testimonial or a carousel, full of images of that niche. So let's say, Isabella, you got your website. I got 10 grand to spend on my branding, my branding shoot. Let's say you target six-figure entrepreneurs with brick and mortar businesses because they have more purchasing power and they understand the importance of their online presence, because it builds trust with potential clients and makes them more money, right? And I'm just going off the fly and I'm just calling you out because I see y'all on the screen. When I come on your website, the first thing I need to see is Detroit branding photographer. And then I need a benefit-driven headline. What is that benefit-driven headline? I don't know, but let's brainstorm something right quick. Let's brainstorm some benefit-driven headlines. Well, when I think about it, six-figure entrepreneurs know the importance of their online brand presence. We know that you target six-figure entrepreneurs. I'm just using this as an example. And we know that you're going to capture their personality to increase trust in potential clients and generate more revenue. So what am I going to use for my benefit-driven headline? Helping six-figure entrepreneurs showcase their personality in a way that increases trust with their potential clients and brings in more revenue. Oh, for sure, I'm in the right place. If I see that as soon as I come on, I'm telling y'all, if I see that as soon as I come on your website, you sold me so far. For sure, for sure. And I think we got another maternity photographer in here. And I'm going to pick on Jen because I saw your name earlier. Jen does all-inclusive maternity sessions in home. She comes to your home and does an all-inclusive maternity photo shoot session. Let's be honest, who is doing that? I don't know who's doing that. But when I'm thinking about it, when I come on her website and I got 10 grand to spend, I'm looking to know where she at. Okay, South Florida maternity photographer. What's her benefit-driven headline? When I think about it, she works with, let me just say, people that's 30 to 45. They on their first child. They love convenience. They got a full-time job, a full-time entrepreneurship, or a full-time entrepreneur. And since they are this luxury family or some sort, they love their privacy. They love their safety. They want to keep themselves safe. So I can create a benefit-driven headline that says like, capturing your pregnancy journey from the comfort of your home. Oh my gosh, I need that. I want that. You're reassuring me. So when we think about this, your copy is, let me slide. Yeah, your copy are literally just the words and tone you use on the pages of your website. A lot of y'all are targeting pregnant people, but talking like y'all talking to a six-figure entrepreneur trying to get this money. A lot of y'all are targeting six-figure entrepreneurs, but y'all talking all real soft and light. Like y'all trying to target people who pregnant. It doesn't work like that. So everybody tonight needs to check their website and check their tone and see, how am I talking? Am I talking to the person that got their hair business and they looking for a beauty shoot to be able to put them in a magazine? Or am I talking to somebody that got kids that's doing the first birthday photo shoot? Think about how you talking to these people. And when you doing your copy and you thinking about that, it's important that you use copy that is tailored to your target audience and resonates them. And like I said, the same way you talk to a married couple expecting a baby is not the same way you're going to talk to an entrepreneur trying to get this money. Your messaging matters. And today I need y'all to remember that. This book right here saved my life with my photography career. I hope y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it, but can I see myself? Yes. It's called The Ultimate Marketing Plan. And this book taught me this simple statement. You need to be able to get the right message to the right audience at the right time. That's marketing. So if your messaging, if you posting pictures on your Instagram, or you posting educational content on your Instagram, but you talking like, hey, let's say if I'm a maternity photographer for married expecting couples. So if in my captions, I'm not saying if you are a married couple looking for a blank, 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 but I'm saying if you are a pregnant couple, my messaging is off. Talk how you need to talk to the person that you're trying to attract. And these are the 4 things I honestly believe a client wants to know when they come to your website. And I hope all of y'all know this. A lot of y'all may know this, a lot of y'all may not know this. But this is important that we think like this from this point on. The first thing they want to know is, how does this work? If I go on any of y'all websites right now, and I haven't went on none of y'all websites, all right? If I go on any of y'all websites and I don't know how this works, I've never done a branding photo shoot. I mean, I got 10 grand to spend with you, Isabella, but I don't know how it worked. Hey, Jordan, I got 10 grand for my maternity session, but man, I don't know how it worked. Or Toriana, like, you doing the models or you doing the street stuff? How does it work? The first thing they want to know is, how does it work? The second thing I want to know is, what is included? What is included with my session? And a lot of y'all probably thinking, oh yeah, man, I do one outfit, I do 10 edits, I give all the raws, I do a limited pose and unlimited outfits. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm talking about, like, what are the 3 benefits that they get when they book a session with you? When you go on my website, I don't tell you that you get 10 edits. I would tell them to call Jet and drive to Michigan. I don't, you throw me off. I don't tell them that you get 10 edits, you get 2 shoots, you get a 2-hour experience. I don't say none of that. If you go on my website right now and you scroll down to the section that talks about what is included, it's going to tell you that you get digital and tangible memories, you get a stress-free personalized experience, and you get the best pampering experience ever. Because I want to talk more about the benefits and not the pieces. And a lot of people on this call right now, y'all talk too much about the pieces and not the benefits. They don't care about that you give them 2 hours. They don't care that you give them all the photos in the gallery, online gallery raw. They don't care that you're going to pose them and give them unlimited outfit changes. I done been there and done all that, and I realized they don't care. They just don't care. So when you putting that out there, what I want you to think about is, don't put the pieces out there. What's the benefit of that piece? Right? So don't continue to talk about, you get unlimited outfit changes or you get unlimited poses. Don't talk about that. What's the benefit of that? What is the benefit of having that is what I want you to think about. The third thing that I feel like people think about is, what is the cost? We all know this, right? I come from doing 40, 50 shoots a month, making 2 grand a month off 40, 50 shoots. I was 17 at the time, shooting out the studio, doing $200 photo shoots, banging out at least 20 to 40 of them a month, depending on if it was Christmas time or not. I literally was able to make what I made in a month. My first $2,800 portrait session was 1 look, 2 outfits, 10 images. She bought 2 more. She bought some wall art and she got an album. So I made what I made in 30 days in the usual in 1 hour. It was a 4-hour experience, but let's say 1 day. So a lot of people want to know, what is the cost? And a lot of y'all are telling the cost on the website. It's so funny. And you getting ghosted. And honestly, I wish I would have knew that if I learned how to do sales and marketing in my portrait photography business, I would go crazy. A lot of y'all are scared to sell because y'all think selling is creepy, or you an introvert, or you don't do that, or whatever it may be. But you do selling every day. I'm pretty sure if y'all don't have husband and wives, y'all have boyfriends and girlfriends or booze. And when you trying to convince them to do something that you want them to do, that's selling. Oh, babe, really think that we should go here because blank, 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 blank. You do it every single day. So all the I don't sell and all that type of, it's just an excuse because it may be based out of fear. I don't know. But you need to be able to sell your photography experiences to these clients. I don't give all my packages on my website because I want to be able to get people on the phone and show them the value of what I have to offer. And a lot of people just put their packages on their website. And wonder why they get ghosted or they get these low quality leads because you're giving them too much information already. And lastly but not least, who else has done it? This is so important. Why do we do what we do? We do what we do because other people do it, y'all. We are influenced by other people. We just have to accept the fact because we are all marketers. So who else has done it? I should be able to go on everybody's website right now and see testimonials. If I don't see no testimonials on your website, you are lowering your conversion rate right now. They need to be able to see who else has done it. And when you answer all these questions for your clients on your homepage, it gives them the information they need to give you a micro yes. I didn't say it gives them the information they need to book you. I said it gives them the information they need to have a micro yes. And the only thing we don't put on this page is the price. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because we want to pre-qualify them on our apply page. So let's talk about the apply page. The first page everybody's going to create is a home page. The second page you're going to create is an apply page. Let's talk about the apply page. The goal of our apply page is to pre-qualify clients to make sure they are the right fit for you. And I'm going to get a little bit more passionate on this right here because I want to break some mindsets and pose some new thoughts. Stop taking every session that comes your way. You are not exclusive. An expert is not always available. If you are the go-to photographer, if you are the expert, you need to have a cap on how many sessions you do because it's going to pose you as the expert. It's going to implement what we call scarcity and urgency marketing, and it's going to make your photography services seem exclusive. And I'm not sitting here being passionate today because, oh, I just been like this my whole career. I came from having a booking link on my website with a calendar for anybody to click a time and book me for a photo shoot whenever they felt like it, and I will be there and I never meet them. Your time is too valuable for that. A lot of y'all got kids. A lot of y'all got boyfriends, girlfriends, family that y'all want to be with. I want to be with my family. I ain't gonna lie. I want to shoot less and make more. And there's nothing wrong with that because I want to do what I want to do and you want to do what you want to do. So you need to start pre-qualifying your clients. And I want y'all to think about this. I need y'all to start being a buyer and not a seller. Please start being a buyer and not a seller. We no longer operate out of the seller mindset. We now operate out of the buyer mindset. So let me give y'all an example of what I mean. Photographers, at least in my area, they just have a big old calendar with lots of available dates and anyone can book them. And it doesn't make them seem exclusive or like the expert. A seller is always available because they want to sell. And the seller always says yes. Unlike the buyer, and this is where I want y'all to be. The buyer is the person who tells you when they are available, when they want to do something, and can say yes or no to the seller. You are the buyer. And on this page, y'all, I need y'all to remember this. On this application page, it's called an application page for a reason. Your clients must conform to your business and sell themselves to you because you already sold themselves. You know, you already sold yourself to them on the last page. So if they click that button and went to the next page, it's time for them to get to talking, right? It's time for them to get to talking. And I want y'all to have this mindset of stop being a seller. You don't need these clients. And I understand we need our clients to provide for our families and all that type of stuff, but you got to stop acting like you need them. Stop putting a whole bunch of availability on the website. Stop letting anybody walk through your door, right? I do photo shoots every Monday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you do not want to book me at that time, you do not have to book with me. And I have not had no problems with people booking me at 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. when their husband got to take off work because he worked full-time as an electrician, or she need to take off work because she worked full-time as a mortgage writer. I book people every Monday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Once 2 p.m. is over, the chauffeur sends you back home. Our private driver sends you back home, and we're done. I don't shoot on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I don't work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got to stop acting like sellers, y'all. Please stop acting like sellers. And you do this by giving them your starting prices and then making them fill out an application form. So The whole point of the application page is to pre-qualify your client and make sure they are a good fit for you. Every client is not a good fit for you. I have about a 10 question application that I make my clients fill out. And the last 2 questions that I ask them determines if I'm going to approve their application or not. One of the questions I ask them on there, I say, tell me, we only accept, it words just like this. We only accept 4 married couples a month. Tell me why you should be selected to be one of them. And on that slide, it sounds so crazy now. But this is what the big dogs do. And on that slot, they sell themselves to me. So when I get on the phone call with them, I'm not trying to force them to book with me. I'm just coming on a call like, hey, I saw on your application that you put that you love my unique ability when it comes to creating sets. Tell me a little bit more about that. They do more talking than I do. And at the end, I just say, would you be opposed to moving forward today? Most of them say, no, I wouldn't. And then I collect the $1,500 on the phone, and then we do the photo shoot. Stop being the buyer. Stop being the seller, start being the buyer. So on this form, y'all, I want y'all to ask 3 type of questions. I want y'all to ask general questions. Name, number, email, social media. When do you want to book, and what do you want to use the photos for? For all my branded photographers, that last question is a selling point for you. If I come on a call and I say, man, you already know they're a 6-figure entrepreneur. You already know that they have a brick and mortar business, which means they're getting that paid because you at least sustaining a brick and mortar business. If they come on and say, man, I'm getting ready to launch my new product, we're estimating to do, I don't know, freaking $30,200 on the first day. Oh, man, I'm getting on the phone talking about that right there. Tell me more about your project. Tell me what you're looking to do with these images and how they can help you generate your $30,200. And they're going to just sell to you all on the phone, y'all. And you're going to be able to book them. I promise you will. So you're going to ask them general questions. Now you want to ask niche questions. Niche questions are so important. When are you due? How do you get them? I'm going to answer that question at the end, Jen. I just saw it pop up. When are you due? That's a niche question. I'm a maternity photographer. I need to know, when are they due? When do you graduate? For graduation photographers, that's what you want to ask. What type of business do you own? For my branding photographers, that's what you want to ask. Why do you want to do blank session type? Why do you want to do a maternity session? Why do you want to do a branding session? Why do you want to do a birthday session? I'm telling you, make these people sell themselves to you. And I'm not saying sell their souls, but make them sell themselves to you. What do y'all think we do? When we get an application, we got to fill out an application, tell people a job application. Do you have reliable transportation? Like, it's so crazy. Like, why does that matter? Yes, I can get to work. But it's the same thing in your photography business. Start making these people sell themselves to you. And the last thing, which is my favorite section of the form. This is my favorite section of the form, y'all. You need to start asking desirability questions. Why do you want to do a session with us versus anyone else? I ask that every single time. On the last 2 questions is these 2 questions. Why do you want to do a maternity session with us versus any other maternity photographer? That question is going to tell them what you need, tell you what you need to use when you sell it to them on the phone. That's just how it's going to go. And then, like I told y'all earlier, we only have X amount of sessions a month. Why should you be chosen? Make these people work. And if they don't answer these 2 questions, I literally deny their applications. Because if you're not serious enough to fill out your application, you probably just trying to get the price. If they don't fill out some of these things on your application, they're probably just trying to figure out how much you charge. That's literally probably how it goes. So this page is going to do 3 things for you. It's going to save you time, money, and headaches. You don't got to sit here and go back and forth with clients. It's just not going to have to happen. You don't got to get on the phone with clients that aren't pre-qualified. And all them clients that's going to show up to your studio, and everybody in here has had a client that's like, bro, I wish I would never shot you. We all have had it. It's going to save you that. So step 1, we need to create that home page. Step 2, we need to create that application page. The last page you need to create is a thank you page. Y'all need to create a thank you page. Y'all need to create a thank you page. Once somebody book with you, what is the next thing that they go to? This is how you eliminate what we call buyer's remorse before they buy. Buyer's remorse before they buy is, I just submitted my application. I'm literally in that moment, I'm thinking about, how is this about to work? What's about to happen next? So that's the whole point of your thank you page. Give them what to expect next. This is going to change the game for you. I promise you. Even if you're not about to sell and do consultations, if you literally just redirect your clients to a thank you page after they book, after they inquire with you or book with you, it's going to turn you up. I promise you, because you want to have so many more touch points. So a thank you page video is super simple. This is actually my exact thank you page right here. It literally reads like, congratulations, your inquiry form has been received. Watch the video below to see your next steps. The whole point of this, I want them to see my face as many times as possible. I want to have so many touch points with them. I want to be on the top of their mind at all times. Even with my Facebook and Instagram ads, I say Facebook ads, I mean Facebook and Instagram. Once a client, I'm setting it up to that. Once a client gets to this thank you page, I send them an ad reminding them on what to expect to when they get on a call with me. I need to get at least 21 touch points. How many times are you seeing me? How many times are we talking? So y'all need to do the same thing. Y'all are going to do the same thing for your homework. It's simple. Congratulate them on being one step closer. Let them know you just sent the email to them with the next steps. And if they are approved, they will get an opportunity to schedule a call with you. Period. This is your sales funnel. If you implement these 3 pages tomorrow, I promise you, your business will go up. And one of my big goals is I'm going to go pay for education, because a lot of people don't want to pay $1,000 for education. I'm going to bring it back and teach it for free. And that's just what I want to do. And I really know this will work for y'all. I really do. If you just switch a couple things up, and this is what you're going to get. I promise you. But let's talk about this. And we got 17 minutes left. Let's talk about this. Who's going to send them the email to follow up with them once they get done? Who's going to send them the email that they're either applied or denied? Who's going to let them know that they get a link to schedule a consultation call? And that's what brings me to step number 4. I want y'all to follow up and automate. Follow up and automate. So instead of manually doing everything yourself, we use my favorite software. It's called Honeybooks to do everything for us. You're going to avoid price shoppers. You're going to avoid people who can't afford you. You're going to avoid potential headaches. And once your client submits an application, the next page that they're going to go to is a thank you page, but they don't even know as they're watching the thank you page video. It's only 1 to 2 minutes, y'all. Y'all can hop on camera. Stop all this fake imposter syndrome, all this fake introverted stuff. Stop it. You can hop on camera for 1 to 2 minutes and tell your clients what to expect next. And if you can't, you don't care. You just don't care about them, period. So what I do is I create a follow-up email that lets them know they got their application once they apply. Then I create an application approved or denied email that is automatically sent out to them once I read over the application. Long term, I'm going to hire an admin assistant to read over the applications. Some people that I deny is I target married expecting parents. So if you're not married, you do get denied. I also target people who answer the last 2 questions. I target homeowners. I target full-time entrepreneurs and full-time corporately. If you fill out my application and you say, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom and my husband works from home as well, but he only works part-time, I'm not approving you. And let me tell you why. It may sound crazy. They may have the money, Jet. Why wouldn't you approve them? I figured out that the 20% of people make up 80% of my results. So I just focus on approving the 20% of the people who give me 80% of the results. I've noticed that them 80% of the people hop on the phone, tell me that they want to do everything themselves, and then they don't book. So why would I continue to accept them? It's wasting my time. And I know, y'all, I know, man, they might have the money. You missing out on money. I'm not pressed for the money. I'm pressed to make my business more efficient so I can have more time with my wife. I'm trying to have more time to be out of town. I don't care about how many shoots and money that I do. And I need y'all to start thinking like the buyer and not the seller. Now, once they are approved, I send them a link to book a call immediately using a calendar system like Calendly. So they submit an application, take them to a thank you page. While they're watching the video on the thank you page, I already sent them an email automatically telling them a recap in the next steps. One, I tell them I get back to them about 6 to 12 hours. You want to get back as fast as you can, as convenient as it is for your own health. You don't have to get back to people and be on your phone waiting for a lead. Get back when you can, but at least try to get back within the first hour. If you can. If you sleep, it's not possible. But try to get back within that first hour. So within the first hour, boom, I send them an application approved or denied letter. It's that simple. And then they get a link to schedule a call. Now, man, it's a lot of game right here. Step 5 is go sell, y'all. A lot of y'all got to start selling. And I hope y'all start selling. All right, Omar, good looking, bro. A lot of y'all got to start selling. Selling does not have to be sleazy. I do offer, I'm gonna answer that question at the end. Selling does not have to be sleazy. Selling does not have to be hard. Selling does not, it's gonna feel weird because you've never done it before, but I promise you, if you start getting on Zoom calls with your clients, you will convert more sales. I promise you. 1 hour of your time to make 4 times what you've made ever in 1 hour is gonna be worth it. So a quick story when I think about this, I remember when I first started doing maternity, and they always say you need to model people in your lane who already doing what you're doing. Don't waste your time. So it's this maternity photographer called Sophia Barrett, and she's probably the #1 maternity photographer in the United States to me. I was trying to figure out, how does she operate her business? So I booked a call with her like I was a client. This is so crazy. Like I was a client. I dressed up doing a little suit, and I came on there and I was like, yeah, I'm booking a call for me and my wife. We having twins. And I felt so bad after because I was lying. And I'm not a person to lie, but I couldn't get her to respond to me. So just spare me some slack. I'm on this call. The first thing she did was she did a whole sales presentation for me. I've never had that done before. It changed the game. Research purposes. Thank you, Jen. It changed the game. And she wasn't even the one that was selling to me. She hired an operations manager to do all the costs for her. That's where I want y'all to get to too. But we're going to get there. So we going through the call. She sparked in my mind. She said, our photo shoot experiences start at $6,900 and our highest package is $21,000. I said, what? And it's this quote I love. It says, once your mind is exposed to a new concept or idea, it cannot go back to its old way of thinking. So once I figured out it's another person out here with the same blood as me, charging $21,000 for a maternity portrait session, I can do the same thing, period. So I got off that call. I made me a presentation. I raised my prices by like 3 times, scared in the mug. And I changed the person I was selling to and booked my first $2,800 client just because I got that piece of information that I never would have got if I was being scared. So it's the same thing with y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all should be able to know 3 to 5 people in y'all industry right now that's killing it. Go hop on a sales call with them, act like you're trying to book a branding session or a beauty session or a birthday session and see how it goes. And I promise you, you will be like, Jet, I'm so happy I did that. I just booked my first 4-figure client, 5-figure client. So let's recap.